And I had
LGBTQIA plus tag.
40 rounds of
LGBTQIA
Steamworks saved up. And I got through like half of them.
Yes, I am. Which
Blech.
one? The A.
So many
What is
things.
that? And like, okay, no, it's like I'm gonna jump a few steps in this discussion now. It's just, and in fairness, I think that's only happened twice. But it's nice to actually
Hey, you!
have it properly be called out.
Do I have the
It's
old...
so cool. It's straight out.
Wait, does that mean the Assassin's Creed quest is back too?
No, this whole like
It also makes me really happy, Rickard, because
decoration,
before
music,
this,
all that.
I don't know if you know of the service
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live. But
No, but it says all the old event quests are back, and I wonder if that includes them.
On Twitch, and basically their attitude was, well, if Twitch isn't going to give us a transgender tag, we're going to open up a bunch of tags for LGBTQIA and let people submit their channels to our site, and we'll categorize them for them.
Well, I see the assassin quest, but I don't
Asexual, yep.
have the hood to actually do that.
Yeah, but let's not surface that one unless somebody needs to know. And
I don't know which one has the feather in it.
that's me. And then just put on like white male and stuff that people don't really need to know because they can see that for the most part. And I do say he, him in the pronouns below, but application was never.
I have to look it up because
was never
I
denied,
don't
but,
know.
Like, that site got overwhelmed very quickly, so being able to bypass that and actually have it in Twitch is amazing.
Violent, deadly, and fierce.
Anyways, I see y'all waiting for me to set a quest or something, so... Or maybe y'all have ideas.
Supposedly called Silent, Deadly, and Fierce, and I do not see it. So what's the point?
Please chime in, because otherwise I'm just going along for the ride of picking things and fighting things and having good times.
So what does this question want to do? Like the Assassin's Creed stuff?
Yeah, but you need to get the feathers in order to make the mantle head, and...
Okay, right. So what do you need to do then?
I need the mission SDF Silent, Deadly, and Fierce, which is not available.
The earplugs.
Only the
Start giving
second
more
quest.
work.
Yeah, the assassin.
More earplugs work. That's a great way to put it. I want to start using my earplugs that I've not had for so many months in this
Which you
game.
can't do until you actually have the hood. So...
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in lower rank, so...
I know you've been working hard out there.
Am I doing that? This is all set up. This
Yeah, I
is
don't see it
fine.
there either.
Change the deco. Oh, right. Well, that could have helped from earlier.
What does he want to do? What are we doing?
Fire as it is.
Oh, wait, can we make that Pookie head for the Palico?
Let's just swap this out for
I don't know.
ish. Mostly fire protection. Ish.
Heating up a toaster.
Oh, what was I going to say earlier?
Oh, I can. Yeah.
Oh?
I'm babbling at the speed of light through topics, but I'll slow down. It's this.
Is it in the
Seattle caffeine?
Armorsmith? Or, yeah, I see you down there.
Yeah.
We all are like this.
Well, I'm coming
We need
up.
Caffeine to function.
Behold.
Taken in excess.
Better than the tryhard one.
1 sec. Oh, cool. Hope that actually got delivered properly.
It's got a little toot horn. That's fucking hilarious.
So there's a thread going around this, like right before I started stream. you're talking about,
I'm giving him a little toot.
that people
He's
just
gotta have
looking,
it.
it's no problem whatsoever. Like, I don't mind how people take in the stream; they're totally free to. But I also saw like somebody complaining about requests from streamers towards the viewer for ways to ingest the stream. And by that I mean like things of the nature like when somebody raids saying, "Hey, drop the raid though" thing at the end. Because, you know, that otherwise it thinks you're just gonna be a raider forever. And a Twitch employee basically wanted
Let's do assault chase with our pookies.
fair.
You want to ingest it with your mouth.
A Twitch employee basically came out on Twitter and said, "Yeah, no, that's not how that works. You can totally have that still in there or remove that, and we're gonna still mark you as a raider."
Just being a smart
until
ass.
a certain point in time that I will not name about.
He's saying about how people like ingest streams and going, I want to ingest through my
Basically
mouth,
saying the whole
and then my
remove
stomach.
that part is not
Oh
needed.
wait, you got pink,
Some
I got
people
green.
want
Oh
to
god, where's
remove
Jersey? You need to
streams
follow
or
Jersey because he
something
won't
like
shut
that
up.
doesn't count against them. Like, the
Well, we
whole
always had pink and green, right?
leave streams
I don't
alone
remember what he
just
said the
fine,
first
otherwise
time.
they stop counting as a viewer.
It's like
Apparently
a
it's
certain shade of red and like a certain
and
shade of green.
things of that nature that
Yeah.
nobody really knows how they function. Yeah. So there's that point that's a little curious.
He didn't even notice the
The
pookies.
part I really
Eh,
Pookie assault.
racking through my head though, like for one, none of us really knew whether that raid tag on the end is what counted people as raid viewers or normal
Oh, I
viewers.
forgot to switch my item loadout.
Not a clue. Then the idea someone broached is that how do I word this properly? Asking somebody to do specific things
that
to
dude's a unit.
enjoy your stream, like remove
That is a large lad.
metadata from the URL, if that's the right term for it. I don't think it is. Or, you know, don't mute the stream or mute it in a specific way if you're going to. Things of that nature is a bad way to treat your viewers, and you should never do it because it's a great way to drive away viewers. And
Bang.
yeah, I don't know many streamers that do that either, Speedier. I do have a raid message that does say to do that if you're gonna do the wound. But I barely ever use that raid message because it usually gets lost in the muck, and I try to not like I try not to feel like I'm advertising doing something like that in the middle of the stream. Like there's points of tact and things of that nature, unless it's a gigantic audience, in which case I will say that, like, hey, if y'all want to stick around, feel free to just drop this just for metrics purposes, but don't worry about it if you don't want to do that. But the idea of asking
Bad
viewers
dog.
to do that being
Cat,
an
whatever
affront,
you are.
Bad toaster.
and yeah, I don't know. It's
Stop
something I'm still thinking
putting me
about.
on the leg, you fuck!
At what point does the streamer become obnoxious with your requests? Because I know streamers who have gone.
That's
that
this.
very
He doesn't even have a thing. God damn it!
Oh god, I don't have.
Well, he was getting like angry.
I'm an idiot.
So
I'm an idiot.
Like, I keep putting it on his head and it throws me on his
And
fucking
that's the
leg.
same thing too, Nora. That's a great point. Like, I wasn't even.
then
thinking
aim
about
for the
that.
leg.
And
Oh,
like, asking viewers to like and follow is a very similar
no,
request.
stop this. Go into the fucking wall. Thank you.
And you know, it's a weird line because and it kind of goes into stuff I was asking about last week, and it started making me think about that because like I gotta get a mantle on before he rips me apart. just feel this one coming off. Yeah, like
It's just so
select
weird
follow
that
is
when I swing a
fine
weapon now,
because,
I can see like triple digit
opinion,
damage
You'd be surprised.
just from
Or
like
maybe you
all
haven't
the
witnessed it happen
Rise
yet.
we've been playing.
There are certain streamers that will say
Oh,
something
yeah.
like, like it even happens here. If I'll say, hey, if you like what you're seeing, drop a follow, and then all of a sudden 1 or 2 people follow out of nowhere that I didn't know were even watching. Or a bigger like streamer will say something like Amazon Prime, and suddenly like they get 20 subs.
Oh yeah, if you're a human being, drop a
Completely
follow.
ridiculous like that.
Thanks,
admittedly,
Trace.
Don't ever want to do because I feel super guilty about those moments.
If you like breathing air, drop a follow.
But yeah, that's the other thing too. I think it's a great point, Speedier. Is like this is where I'm kind of thinking about this, and I don't think it's as much of a problem as this poster is making out to be. If you like breathing, drop a follow. Skitty, I'm stealing that. That's gonna go in my bots commands here soon. Actually, may not in that form, but we'll see. But yeah, it's like a good reminder because people forget to press follow, or sometimes they just browse to the channel anyways. Because I do that all the time. Like, I have a bunch of channels.
Also, in fairness, I still hit only double digits. I hit 3 of them though, technically, so it's over 100.
So I'll just get to them without actually following. But where was it going with that? There is that fine line about like, what is a streamer in this for? Like, there is that concern, I think, and I worry about it constantly. Of people
I'm in it for all the hot sex that I have from playing video games 24/7.
Number one, no. Like, I would be handling this all differently if that were the case, but beyond
Bitch!
getting weirdly defensive about it like I just did there,
Get paralyzed.
I think there is... It's hard to word these things when you're beating the crap out of a lion in its head.
Yeah, you like that, huh?
Hey, Victor, it's going quite well. How you doing?
I don't have artillery, but it does not matter.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to form this thought in my head. So, I feel like there's a double standard almost, or maybe, I don't know if double standard's the right term for it, when it comes to streamers, where all streamers want to be, with decent
Yes.
exceptions,
Yes.
they want to get good numbers, they want to have huge viewership, they want to make a partner, they want all that good stuff that comes with that. Again, there are some exceptions. Everybody would, if given the opportunity, kind of head towards that direction, I think. And discounting those exceptions,
I mean, I love that, you know. Frames are getting really slideshow, cleared up. Uh-oh.
you're then expected not to promote yourself in such a way where you try and straight line towards it, because if you do that, then people realize
It is entirely possible my internet has just fucked out.
purposes that are kind of skeezy, which
You drop.
is kind of
I might have
it
dropped.
feels skeezy, like uh-oh, skitty dropped, and that's
Oh, well,
a good point too.
that explains the drop.
Speedier, like
None of these arrows are going to count.
a lot of
By the
why I
way.
do this stuff, like Monster Hunter every Saturday, Cruise Day, my television stuff. All of it is, if I schedule it, I'm likely to actually play a game rather than be stuck in like thinking about what am I gonna do today. then I'm able to hold myself accountable by putting stream on, and at the same time I get to talk to people and have good conversations and generally do the one thing I'm terrible at, which is
Yep, none of those
try and hold
shots counted at
conversations.
all. Great.
And work on like speaking and things of that nature, which I know.
Well, Jersey, that explains the stuttering. My internet crapped out for a second there.
For years on end, you kind of get stuck in a rut. Yeah, Skitty appears to be having wicked lag, and I'm just kind of memeing here at this line we're talking yet again.
Alright, well, boop it, I guess. Fucking, I don't know.
I don't know if I'm really going anywhere with this necessarily saying this stuff.
Oh, too late.
And that's also kind of the weird standard too, like, so for example, Speedier, I used to play a lot of Fortnite last year. I have stopped playing Fortnite on stream because Fortnite on stream is a great way to get an average of like 1 or 2 viewers, because everybody plays Fortnite. The people want to watch people play Fortnite, want to watch good people play Fortnite. I am not that. I'm a very much an old man trying to play Fortnite like a Quake shooter. And everybody else that might be interested in that sort of thing also doesn't want to watch Fortnite. So, I don't
Very
play that.
deservable.
Is that a problem? Really? Like,
Yeah.
I can stream if I wanted to, but like,
It's always got to
stuff
start at
like
the
that
beginning of
still
the
happens.
stream. Like,
And you just said it right there, exactly, Speedy. You're like, that was kind of the sentiment. It's like, oh god, you do play Fortnite, huh? Okay, well, good on you then.
don't be angry.
But there are still decisions like that being made all the time. Like, even with games. Like, if nobody watched me play Monster Hunter for like weeks on end, it was just me soloing stuff all the time, I wouldn't stream this.
I mean,
People watching Fortnite are not a demographic I wish to be a part of that.
while I understand the sentiment Chase is making, like, I...
Really watch streams for
And as much as I would really love to do this full time, I know it's not going to happen. So I kind of just play whatever, regardless of who's watching, because
that's interesting.
otherwise I never get to play the games that I want to play, because only, you know, certain games are always popular.
Like, there's the expert play thing that you see with a lot of high-end streamers. Like, people watching pros play, like, say, Shroud. Be whatever game.
Like, I went a whole year streaming under 1 viewer average. And then I stopped for 2 years, and then I had a friend help me when I came back, and
But the other side of that, the matchmaking,
ended up with
something-
affiliate, and now I have a couple friends subbing, and that's probably as far as it's going to go, as far as I understand it.
there we go.
Because I just don't have the opportunity to stream as much as I would like in order to do that.
Virgo.
Right.
Blurgle?
Health booster, no less.
Internet still being weird, or you finish out the fight?
Give you like
I'm almost done with it.
and
alright.
you watch Apex, you play that a lot.
It's always at the beginning of the stream that something happens, but
But yeah, there's weird issues and stuff like that. They're like, the more I think
Please.
about it, I'm probably getting
Okay,
close
I
to
killed
the
mine.
original point, but
it is what it is.
there's this weird. I don't think complex is the right word, but we'll go with it. Of
Is there Jersey in
streamers,
here? No, he's not.
what they aren't allowed to do for viewership. What is okay and not okay for them to stream. Beyond like the obviously terms of service and all that stuff. And it's just, it's very strange anytime somebody calls it out. In a way of like streamers attempting to get more engagement because they don't know how metrics work is not
All
okay.
right, we got it.
Hooray.
Because viewers shouldn't be expected to do that. See, that's the funny thing, Speedier, is like, I understand, like, there's certain language you shouldn't be using, full stop, or like, is probably bad the way it's starting to get used in the cases of like one of the
Oh,
recent terms
Ultra
that
Dragon
got shut down on.
I got nothing.
I also don't have a problem with hot tub streams.
Sad.
Like, there is a set audience of people, just like Victor alluded to, there's a set audience of people who go around Twitch for games they enjoy and use that for matchmaking.
Alright, so what are we dealing with here?
Since Forza Horizon,
Shenanigans.
Crew 1. Pretty much
Dota
anything
Teostra.
that had
Skitty was wanting to do an
I
Assassin
come in and
Creed quest, but I guess it's not
You
up
cannot.
and going.
Well,
The second
I
quest.
saw Skitty having like
was saying on
stream
Twitch
issues
solo.
like crazy, so I want to try and get that fixed.
Oh, I got 2 gems.
No,
Yeah.
no, I finished before Trace did, Jersey.
Um,
3
Like
gems?
2 minutes.
And there's times I don't want to. play
anyway,
people.
all right, so we got to figure out this lag shit, Skits. Is it the internet
It
that's
seems to
taking
be
a dump?
fine. Is it still lagging now?
It was stuttering like a bitch, really bad.
But yeah, it,
Well, my
Like, it
internet did
was-
drop out, like, and disconnect and then come back.
Yeah,
So
no, I'm talking like it literally went to like 30 to 15 to 10
we all know
FPS,
that there
and
are
I was
Yeah,
like,
because
holy
it's my
shit.
internet.
scumbags on Twitch
if it comes back,
that
that'll
go around
we'll see how it looks.
creeping on women.
Yeah, it seems smooth now.
really
I'm just wondering if
streamers and just,
maybe
like,
some of the settings got fucked up in the latest
being
update or
weirdly
something for
kind. Ooh,
Streamlabs.
crit.
I hope not.
Yeah, because everything was working,
And
you know,
yeah.
perfectly fine. I've watched her stream plenty of times, and I looked like ass before.
If it takes a hot tub stream to get those out of everybody else's stream and get them focusing on that like the creeps they can be, I'm fine with that.
All right.
And yeah, that's the thing is like,
Yeah, I don't know if you heard what I was saying about Trace.
Appreciate
What
that.
Trace was saying or not?
No, not at all.
It's probably when my internet was crapping out, wasn't it?
Yep.
Category
Pretty
because
much.
our advertisers don't like that.
Well,
that's
he was
part
talking
of
about
streaming, so
Number
Yes.
of viewers or whatever you get streaming
separate
certain
that
games
out.
like
That's the
Fortnite
solution in the
or
short term.
whatever. I'm like, if I only stream based on what other people were playing, then I would never get to play what I want to
Like,
play.
thing is, like, people
That's
don't
very
have
Like,
to
ever.
stuff.
Very true.
Like I went a whole year streaming under
Advertisers have a right to
average of
say,
one
well,
per
yeah,
viewer.
that's also not the thing I
And
expected
then
people
a
to
friend
do.
helped me when I came back, and now I have affiliate, and it's probably as far as it's gonna go, and I'm fine with that.
But,
Yeah,
back
but,
to
like,
Noria's point. I think
We're really not pushing any farther than that. Like, we don't. It's
Putting
not
too
that.
bent
That's not
into
the fucking
too many
point of
arbitrary
Yeah,
what
I mean, as much as I'd like to do this full time and not have to
Back
fucking
on
work a
stream
job
every night,
anymore,
conduct yourself and so on and so
Well,
forth.
Well,
a
I mean,
different
if
job.
you stay on it and just keep playing the same
Language that
couple,
can
like if you
directly
play
hurt
2 or 3
others
games
or
at a time
make
and that's
them
it, you just play 2, 3
feel less
games,
than
you'll slowly
than
build
human
up
less
something.
themselves.
As long as you can
Not
get
good.
yourself up and out of
stuff
like the
that
2
harms
viewer,
others,
3
obviously
viewer range,
not good.
you're out. You'll get
But
new
in
people.
terms of like stuff from
Like,
metrics,
that's
well,
it. The problem is the people
realistically, like
Twitch just needs to surface that all
the
better.
90% of I think
If somebody complains about
affiliates stream to an average of
Twitch having,
one viewer or lower. So
or
Yeah.
people
even having more than that
from
is
the end of the URL if you want
sufficient,
it as a
or
viewer.
not sufficient.
If you don't want people doing that, just put a note.
I don't know, a better word, above the curve. You know what I mean?
Hey, that doesn't do anything. We still know who's
I'm-
rating and who isn't.
I've
There's a
never
different
fought.
metric
I've never
besides
done
that,
this
and we're
quest,
not
so
telling
I'm
you
gonna
what
do
is.
it.
But
I
it's
need.
that.
Wait, what are you doing?
We're fighting a
Proceed.
Black Veil.
This isn't the Resident Evil one, is it?
No.
Same deal with other stuff like that. Like,
I do
Don't
want to
know
do
what
that
this is.
someday,
at 1%, right?
just to get it
Oh,
done.
As a viewer. And Twitch
Just the
saying
Resident Evil one.
something like
Yeah.
says, yeah, that actually doesn't work. Like, we still count people who have streams muted.
I know you've been working hard out there.
Cool. Just say it.
Did you post
Just
it?
expose these things.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's posted. It's postable.
Tears from Nirvana.
Pulled like 3
Never done
episodes. Nice. That's
Curious.
I'm so sorry, Kurt Cobain.
More streamers that rerun 24-hour with the ads. Ooh. That's fair. Like, most streamers that do that. So, real talk for my own viewership, like, if I'm following somebody or a channel and they're on all the time, and I know that most of the time it's like reruns or content that I'm not into, I'm usually going to end up unfollowing them. If it's like non-stop. If somebody's running like 6 to 8 hours a day or 12 hours a day, and then they stop and that's it, I don't see their channel when they're not live, cool. I'll keep following. But 24-hour channels, yeah, I get real finicky about that. And that's exactly right, Speedier, I agree. Raids are not like a method of like, oh, I'm definitely going to, get my partnership by these hundreds of people who came streaming into my stream.
I can have Trace at low volume, but otherwise, I'm going to just focus on doing what I do best, which is shoot bangs.
Shoot banging. Wait, we're not shooting. Oh, wait.
I'm shoot banging.
You're shooting banging? Okay.
I'm shooty banging, but I'm not using the fucking busted gun. You know that.
Are you using the sticky?
Yeah, knockout.
That works.
Brings people back, or people
Sticky
get
icky?
exposed to you. For
Yes,
the
the fucking. I'm using the fucking Snoop Dogg set.
You got Victor in here,
Let's do this
too.
quest that,
Also, you can make the Palomino helmet for your kitty cat.
I gotta change my gear for this, but I'm good.
Yeah, okay.
Because of the event. There's also, it's got a little toot horn, which is fucking great.
They have Speedier. What has happened now is, and this happened a couple months ago, I think, or during 2020 at some point.
I'm sorry, but you're not. You missed
So there were,
something
like,
entirely,
partners,
which is a
and I don't know
cat
how this works
in a
for
fucking
affiliates,
Hawaiian
'cause we
shirt
don't
with a
really
hat on
control this stuff too much, other than
Yeah, no, I didn't miss that. I saw the ukulele. I thought about it.
preload ads
No, I made the
by
ukulele.
running 90 seconds of ads every 30 minutes, which I'm not going to do because that's
Okay, I'm doing this
annoying in
strictly
its
for
own
the
way.
meme.
I'll run them when I take a break because you won't be seeing me for 90 seconds at least anyways, and then I can come back and anybody else who wants to stumble in new.
We've
then
all
might have a
seen the
period
Wiggler
where they don't see
Dragon.
ads.
We've all
But that
attempted
aside,
several things
The
here,
partners I know,
but you guys are gonna
like,
be
every hour they
witnesses
just run ads.
to the
Unless
Pookie
the
Dragon.
partner has decided to run ads on their own.
Got it.
control.
The Simpsons did it.
Like, yeah, if I had a choice, I would not run ads at all. Ads don't.
I
get me
wasn't
any
bit
money.
from the
They're-
South Park Halloween.
Ads
Diddy
give me
did
like
it.
2 cents.
What do you mean? Yeah, Diddy had a
I
birthday
wouldn't-
card. Yeah.
You did it.
Oh, God damn it.
$10 or $20. They freaking suck, and I don't want to support that kind of economy online. I want the ad industry to crash. Yep, and Twitch
Great. They're
Prime,
having
they
the
got
nostalgia
rid of
jerk
that
off moment,
little
which
benefit,
God knows
which
we've all done.
As soon as they did that,
I remember when
I
this
actually went on
site was
Amazon. I
better.
unsubbed from
Yes,
Amazon Prime, and I switched back over to Twitch Turbo, which is what I had
and
before.
it was fucking great. But
Because yeah,
can't always win that.
right, that's what I did with this look. This is grim dark as hell. Yeah, the early days of internet.
Some do. Partners get
90s,
revenue.
no
from
ads, no copyright issues. Nobody cared about that stuff.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, they get benefits.
And that's the thing too. Is like, there's a very good chance that
But
Twitch,
course
if
is
they
up,
decide
right?
to push any
Yeah.
further with ads,
Yeah, it's full.
is going to start
Set
losing
later,
audience at
but-
some point.
Oh, we're already gone.
And it's gonna
We
be
had
a point
Victor
where,
drop in.
I'm gonna go back to doing my bullshit.
Okay.
they
You
kind
have
of-
fun doing your bullshit.
I
need
it's
to
gonna be
will.
Too late by the time it starts.
Oh,
moving.
fuck.
Yeah, we just landed on
It's
his
not
dick.
something you can just grasp back.
It's
just like
very-
a day.
Gross smelling.
Go on.
I mean, it's got a stench coming off of it. It's all dusty and.
Yeah, it wasn't just that people found
What
there was
happens
money
when
to
you
be
let a
made here,
sponge get
because
too nasty
if you
and
think
sick?
about the numbers, that
It
Twitch
just
is
becomes a
doing,
sentient
if you
monster.
think about the fact that every sub that
You gross little nerd.
Get the safety here.
Oh.
Oh,
Every sub.
you can't grab
every
it. Got
bit
it.
That is given out by Twitch is essentially Amazon.
I figured you could grab it while it was breathing, okay? Like all the other monsters.
Like a $5 sub is $2.50 to the streamer, $2.50 to Twitch.
This is how you know we fought Fatty too long.
And yeah, you do need a large viewer base. Like you need.
Oh, it was going down and getting knocked out, and then the fucking paralysis happened. Fuck.
Probably really for a good impact, you need like 1,000 viewers.
Wall bang it, sir.
Because yeah, as an affiliate, I get like. I think last year. I had like 34 cents from ads. Oh. I knew that was gonna hurt. Oh, monkey. Where's my rocks? Right there. Excuse me, Val. I was going to get rocks.
Woo! I almost died.
Anyways, where was I on that stuff? But yeah, no, I guess the point of all I was saying is, yeah, there's a lot more ads that are forced on streamers, and I just think it's bullshit. They're forced on streamers to force on viewers. And that's just not cool.
Oh, somebody done fucking fucked its face.
Yeah,
Let's go.
so there's two parts to that. If you have enough of a viewership, you can get away with increasing the split. Like, those can be negotiated with Twitch. If you are a fresh partner, by default, all that changes is you get an extra $1 from tier 3 subs. I have a source on this. I don't want to name who they are, but let's just say that they are just at partner level, like that viewership. And a lot of the whole negotiation of splits
Behind you, shooting over your shoulder.
is BS that you have to be a super large streamer to get away with. Grand total for the years, Murderface. It might have been
34
like
cents.
He's
for
going
a year.
sleepy.
I don't know, but
Okay.
there was never a situation where, like, one stream I had
Are you
more
kidding
than
me?
2
Okay, here we
cents
go.
worth of ads. Even if I ran like multiple ads, it felt like maybe 3 to 4 cents.
No, Trace, get out of the way, God! Damn it.
He's confused because I don't do it anymore.
Right?
So that also might not be why, or it might be why you don't see any like revenue from it, Skitty. It's infinitesimally small. Like it sucks. I guarantee you, pretty much every streamer out there will give up that ad revenue and ads for everything else that Twitch does, but Amazon wants to increase their margins.
He's failing.
So, as a company that wants to increase margins for shareholder growth, you lean into stuff like that because it's easy to do.
How does this get poisoned?
And you tend not to care about the complaints it draws.
It's not poisonous.
Fuck you.
The Fluvia is not poison, that's fine. You know
But
that?
it's
Anyways,
literally
that's
a
why it's
walking
really
mold
deep into, like,
spore.
Streamer sauce here with talk, but
Mold isn't poison. Mold is
there's
delicious.
An interesting discussion going on for somebody like.
There's something. I don't fucking know.
There's a lot of stuff Twitch could be servicing better, and
It's basically a fucking Roomba with a bunch of dust bunnies attached to it.
just reading.
And
some
every time it backs up, it just releases all the dust trapped in its fucking
Oh, fuck you.
vacuum
What
tube.
the
Ah, my
hell?
nips!
how
He
viewers
came
should
back.
be,
He didn't finish
ride him,
vacuuming
ride
up.
him.
stuff like that because of those issues with metrics.
right in that room.
Kind of a weird situation to look at, or to not look at, but to consider. Seen the same advert for every stream I've watched for the last month, I think. Jeez.
It's a fully realized
Stuff like
Roomba.
that makes me wonder. Like the reason.
Why
you
did
stopped
it
seeing
give me a
ads for so
fluvia
long,
from there?
or like an over excess of ads online, is because the .com bubble burst.
Alright, it's eating shit.
Like at some point, advertisers realized, hey, I'm not.
Not for long,
making
apparently. What the fuck?
any-
What in God's
money
name
off
is
this
wrong
stuff,
with
like,
this thing? Did I beat
the
it
conversion
retarded?
rate of what I'm actually getting out of this is nothing.
Sorry.
And so
Did I
they
give it a
stopped paying
concussion?
the rates
I
that they needed
watched
to
an old comedy special recently, and that
for sites to
something
function.
just popped up. I need to control that.
Which, you know, I would say it's a good thing. Like, I don't want sites to function just because they can have ad banners. Like, that's a bad business. Especially given that so many ad banners these days are potentially, the way those systems work and are automated,
Hi, Tickies!
are
Hello!
potentially rife for, like, malware. And ad blockers, yeah, got better too. Yeah, absolutely the same skitty. I would swap ads for forcing viewer support if need be. Like,
Oh, he done. Oh, okay.
I done Paradise's booty hole.
and yeah, Speedier, it sucks when that happens too. Like, legitimately, I have to have Twitch Turbo.
Oh,
Because
I
if I don't
stunned him
have
with the
Twitch
shotgun?
Turbo,
Not the shotgun, the spread shot.
Yeah,
Amazon
that'll do it.
running ads on me and going back to a stream.
Oh, I popped his butt spores. That's what I did.
Oh. You popped his.
In which the streams will then
Yeah. Oh,
He
even
popped his
easier.
hemorrhoid.
just basically
I did
He's
a
like,
hemorrhoid.
It hurt more than it should. Ah, fuck.
Hey, hey, man.
Crap, that was fast.
It's not funny, man.
It is to
It's not so
me.
much a problem like where I am now, but in Michigan with the internet I had,
He
it
popped
was like
his
the difference
hemorrhoid,
between
he
me
gave
being
up.
able to watch streams like GDQ and having to just stop. And I also hate that they,
Listen, it's gonna happen eventually. It might as well be while you're in the middle of combat.
like, you know, this ad
Yeah,
helps
right when
support
you're
the
about to
channel.
pucker the hardest,
Not
you just
really.
squeeze it right off.
Those ads
Oof.
don't think for a second those ads truly support us. If somebody's even running ads,
I'm
keep in
curious what
mind
this
they're
thing
doing it
gives you.
because Twitch is gentler to us if we choose when to run the
Damn,
ads.
Snake Monster.
And it sucks.
I forget what this thing does. Like,
That's
what
a choice
is the
nobody
fucking
wants to
good
make.
shit?
Thonk.
The Jersey wants to know.
That was a good hunt.
Black bandana. Alright. Not sure what that is. Alright.
What'd you get? I didn't
I
even
got
look
a
at.
black bandana. That's the thing. So
I didn't
that's
even
something
look at
that-
the list.
He just fucking grabbed
Be
it and
part of it.
rolled.
Speedier, I actually don't know how much profit there is in ads anymore. Like,
Out of habit.
I mean, that's fair.
How
I
are you,
think the real
sickies?
canary in the coal mine there is to watch the stories about YouTube and its monetization. Because YouTube's monetization is very clearly in its ads. Like, there is nothing else that works there. Like, I guess
Oh,
if people
okay.
stream on
It's
YouTube,
literally a
which-
scarf.
Why?
It's a fucking, like,
It
scarf.
would be like the super
That you
Okay,
just
that's
wear?
Yeah.
For most
It's a
people on
black
YouTube, it's
skull
ads.
scarf.
And
Ah.
certain Steam stories
Okay.
about, like,
Pirate
hey, my revenue
hemorrhoids.
went down because the numbers are getting crappy, or hey, they're cutting away
I'm okay,
stuff from my
sickies.
videos.
It's the usual
never
around
stop
here.
to
You
show
know,
the
it could be
video.
worse. It could be a lot,
Okay.
lot better.
That's
Okay.
But it could be worse.
the natural counter effect on that is then to increase the ads to try and get back to that past level. Because that's what
I
happened
need to
the first
kill-
dot-com bubble as they started running more and more ads.
The bibbly bib.
Started running more intrusive
Bibble,
ads.
bibble,
Bigger
this guy.
ads that the
what?
marketers wanted for the sake of getting back to that CPM they
Did I
wanted so
stutter?
badly.
Yes, I did several times. I need to kill a
Deal with it.
Barioth.
Yeah,
The Barioth. Okay. I'm like Skitty.
really.
I need Frostfang ticket.
Oh, we gotta go
I
fight
just hope
him.
for that .com bubble to burst one more time. Just
Ah. Okay.
let's see if we can do away with ad banners.
Bye, Brad.
Oh no, he doesn't get
Ads
Frostfang tickets. You need the
again.
tempered Barioth.
For good
The
luck.
tempered one? Oh.
Yeah,
be
you need
lovely.
tempered Barioth.
I'd love to crash that entire system. of
Tempered is the only one that
monetization
proves
of
out
revenue.
the Barioth tickets.
I know you've been working
And yeah,
hard out
that's
there.
absolutely true, Speedier. That's the other thing that frustrates a lot of people. It's like
The
Another
last
month
fight
to
night.
talk about.
Sorry.
Yep, that's
like
it.
demonetization of streams, or not streams. I'm sorry, of videos, and oftentimes with no known reason.
Oh wow, this island theme
sometimes
looks great.
a very blatant
Is it?
queer-coded reason.
Like I got a very strong
person's
tropical
LGBT.
feeling going on here.
Yeah,
Some
yeah,
of
yeah.
the videos are
Ba-bum,
getting
bum,
demonetized
ba-bum,
because
ba-bum,
they're
ba-bum,
explicit for
bum,
reasons
bum,
that
ba-dum,
aren't clear,
ba-dum,
other
bum.
than they're just LGBT and doing their own thing. Let's see. Oh, it's Rickard. Okay, I didn't realize you were in here, Rickard. I'm sorry. Should have known Alec joining was you.
There you are, Fiber.
Let's see, who do we have? Okay, so Skitty's running. This has been 7 minutes ago. I'm going to jump in on this real quick.
Huh, okay. Good shit. Are we not fighting the White Knight right now?
No, it's up.
Okay.
Somebody else has a different quest up, that's all.
Ah. Alright, well we know the score. We gotta drag it out of the fucking cave first and then beat the shit out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's less politics than people make it out to be, Speedier, but it's also, same token, it can be frustrating.
I'm feeling this salsa music though, I'm not gonna lie.
Like, you legit have to come
It's
into
pretty good, man.
streams with the idea that... And
Just like
this is something
certain
like
point,
I'm-
just like in my head, just kind of think the
I'm
music is like
bad
gonna
at
cut
something.
out. It's gonna cut right into the Rajat music,
Are you okay? Full Grant
like
Jones
about when like the
showing
horn
up.
pops in.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dun, 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 dun,
Are you okay with
dun,
the
dun,
idea
dun,
of streaming
dun,
to
dun,
almost nobody, or to nobody rather, for a long period of time? And it's easy to say, oh yeah, it would
I
be.
said I got about 40 minutes until dinner, and I still want to try and catch
But
some of
then it's
Flo's
dealing with
shit,
that
'cause I know
and
he's gonna be
watching
doing
other
that.
streamers and trying not
That
to
big
let
fight.
that
That starts
like,
in 10 minutes, right?
get to your mind
Yeah.
and start making you feel
Well, the
bad.
check-
I have
I
double
think.
stream, I guess, but still.
I mean, you don't
Alright,
have to watch
fucker.
my stuff.
Oh no.
Oh
I
man,
would
he
keep
put me
everyone-
here where there's no hot
Oh,
anything.
cool, they're finally all together again. Oh, I got the wrong armor
Hey
too.
buddy,
Whoopsie
what you
daisy.
doing?
This is fine.
You hanging out? What you doing?
Yeah,
I get
can
it.
you-
I'm-
Cool, man.
that's
That's
a good
cool.
metric right
I'm
there.
really glad they removed the hot and cold
A
crap
good
in Rise.
politics or anything aside with streaming,
All right,
or
that's one.
politics in terms of streaming politics, I should say. Like,
Doesn't add anything.
if you could talk to yourself for 2 hours with 0 viewers, would you be able to handle that?
Oh come on, Raph.
What? Because it hit you, but not
Oh, I
me.
tried doing the whole like wall ram thing, but a
And
guy
that's not
went,
to
"No,
say
you
that,
got
like,
hit."
That's the ideal.
Oh,
That's the thing you're gonna have
Victor.
to
Oh, you know,
because
it counts.
you're not.
All right, he's mad.
If
Run.
you're doing this well, you're also going to be like networking with other streamers and their communities, and not like blatantly advertising yourself, but just being around them, to where
You could just jump down and make a fight
They
there.
learn that you have a stream. They want to come check you out because you're cool in their
Yeah,
chat.
but we need to get out of the fucking
still
cave.
running?
Yeah, we're running. We gotta run now.
I don't think Victor believes you.
Understanding that even then,
Victor's about to die then. Let's
that
go.
doesn't
I
always
think
happen
Victor's gonna be
because
fine,
we have
honestly.
only a limited amount of time to go view everyone.
We're fighting it in here, I guess.
God damn it. This is how people get fucking killed in droves, by the way.
And yeah, smaller streamers, provided there aren't like any issues with their stream, which let's not even get into how much of terror that is, like streaming for 3 hours before somebody comes in and says, hey, your audio levels are totally wrong. But yeah, no, it's smaller streams are usually more fun to watch. There are a few exceptions. Like I have a few big streamers I do watch occasionally, but it kind of goes along the expert viewpoint, or
Well, honestly, I kind of want to play some shooty bangs myself.
pro gamer viewpoint.
So I don't know how long I'll be on Monster Hunter Day before I swap.
I would say flat out, if
I just want to get it out of this fucking cave, please.
if somebody's got like some major audio issues where it's not sounding right to them,
Victor's just not interested.
like
We'll have to beat its ass until it leaves.
that you
Well, somebody's gonna get
Say
killed,
that.
and then it's gonna be, oh no.
it definitely, they might freak out when you say something like that, but they also will usually appreciate it. It's just,
Now I got a mount, maybe he'll run out now.
because audio levels are like the bane of every streamer's existence. The balance is never right, and it switches all the time between games. Oh, hey, Doggo's here.
Oh, damn. Broke its face with that?
Hell yeah. That's a harder one right there. Like, yeah, if somebody's got like ambient noise, like there's a situation where number one, they need to noise gate themselves, but number two, every time they talk, you hear it through the noise gate. Yeah.
You know, one thing I noticed he hasn't done yet is put a tornado in the cave.
Like, yeah, you should be making that sacrifice. You should be boiling alive in your home, streamer.
Actually, he doesn't do that.
Little background noises like that irritate the hell out of me.
Normal berry
It's fair.
outfield, but not this asshole.
Like,
Are
it
you
took
sure?
me-
Yeah, he actually legit fires an ice blast like that.
When I was streaming in 2017,
I found it.
I didn't have any noise gate on.
Thanks for proving it, Ty. Science confirmed.
I don't know if it's set
Ecology?
up well now, but it's set up a lot better now. Like I have
No, not that
set
kind of
over-
science. That's for
or
nerds.
whatever you call those. And yeah, I set up a noise gate so that any low hums that were being caught by this are now
Ow.
not even being registered at all. And that's the other thing too, is like eventually I'm going to move on to a new mic. Like I don't know when. I'm due to have a mixer at some point, and I'm really apprehensive of how that's going to change my dynamic.
Oh yeah, I miss the rubber chicken
Hope it's
noise.
okay.
Oh, that's a
There's
piercing
chance it
thought.
might not be.
Let's have fun with that.
It's the usual.
Has Switch changed the video quality? Because I can only set
Audio
720p or auto.
You will
I-
take good.
Hmm.
I do appreciate that because
What? He's going for food.
actually,
No, Sickies can only
that
select
note, it's kinda
720p
like what I
or
was doing
auto.
last
I
year.
haven't changed any of my
I
settings.
don't know. Some of you weren't
man.
around to remember this, but Noria is.
I don't know Sickies. I might actually have to look at the
So,
settings in case
we had
OBS changed
time
something.
Last year, where, and beginning of this year, I guess, time is an illusion. I was having weird staticky issues with the mic, where my voice was distorting. There was this weird, like, electric hum that was coming through. And that's actually what got me to order the new mixer, because I thought this mic was dying.
Going somewhere?
And then it turned out it was my phone. And having my phone right near my microphone, while it's using cell towers, would cause that to happen.
Okay.
What a lame way to win.
What options did you have before, Sickies?
Whoops. I never had that happen to the phone before either, Crandall. That was the funny part about it. It's like, I didn't even think that was a thing, even though it totally makes sense, especially
if you remember.
when...
I got 1 out of the 3 tickets I need.
Sending an immense amount of data.
I got 3 tickets, so...
Of course.
Whatever antenna that is.
Well, I gotta get
that
something.
can cause interference.
I'm not gonna get any
be.
attack 4 gems.
That was a Gold Crown small boy.
How safe
Not
it is.
for me. Or I've thought that.
No.
Well, I thought that thing a
Cell phones
dozen
in your
times.
pocket
So,
all the
yeah,
time.
that tracks.
Even though I do, and everybody pretty much does. But yeah, no, the frustration with that was like palpable. Like I was so.
Now, let me double check and make sure I actually need 3 of them. I'm pretty sure I do.
What do you need them for?
It was
I'm making the Frosty Boy twin blades.
And then hearing no, it's like even worse on everybody else's end. We're all gonna die from the amount of ambient radiation in our normal lives. Yeah. Like, I don't want to turn this into some, like, paranoia chat or something like that, or...
Okay, yeah, that was the last one I needed. Never mind. I had 1, I needed like, 2, not 3.
There's a lot of...
I need shameless scale pluses, though. That means some high rank monster we gotta kick its ass.
And it's kind of scary.
Oh boy.
And most of them are safe. Most of them are totally safe. But... they still do something to us. And the tinfoil hat will only do so much.
163, 64, 80, and 720.
Okay, the cat
apparently my stream swapped to only allowing 720 or auto.
Oof.
Thanks to denial, I'm gonna live forever. Yeah.
Hey, you.
There is somewhat of a feeling of truth of that.
I'm not sure if that's a thing that happened on my end, or...
But at the same time, like...
Twitch.
Don't let ignorance be the weapon. Let knowledge of it and knowing that these things exist and are probably fine for most people, but still be aware of them.
Fucking,
That's...
Coral Highlands?
That's the real moment of power right there.
I think the Shamos is in the Coral Highlands, right?
Yeah. Yes, I'm not aware of that right now.
Let's just go get it.
Probably not healthy, but it's not going to be the entire source of
Let's go fucking get it.
Okay. Just on an expedition. There should be. I think there's a quest that has me kill them. I think in high rank.
Is it high rank or is it master?
It's a Shameless Scale Plus, so I think it's high rank, right?
That would be a question for God, not me.
Okay, let me ask God, aka the F Extra Life Wiki.
And I can tell you, the whole thing with 5G is hilariously overstated for reasons.
Yep, high rank Coral Highlands.
If those if we didn't need to be putting more towers up for 5G,
and you need those for what
5G
now?
would have been rolled out a long time earlier.
The Frosty Boy tree.
It's just that the stupid 5G is such
the Frostbang Barioth?
Yeah, you got to put it more.
Huh? It starts off as Barioth. Yeah, Frostbang.
Like, it's phenomenally
fast.
Okay. It is life-changing.
Right, so
well, he's doing
stuff then.
We're doing Sappy first.
Somebody's doing Sappy.
Questions.
We're doing Sappy first.
No good answer for those questions when
it's not super important for me to get fucking frost blades.
There's already preconceived notions.
It's just, you know, an option. Something to do when I don't know what to do. Yeah, Sickies, I don't know.
Isn't Victor the one who's like crazy and breaks all the shit, or am I thinking of someone else?
Is a what?
Isn't Victor the one who breaks all
Here's
the
the
shit
scientist
all the
saying
time,
this.
or am I
Oh, they
thinking of
must have
some
an
other
agenda.
player?
Yeah, their agenda is
I
they know what
mean-
they're talking
Don't
about.
know.
And if
What do
they
you mean
don't,
break
they'll
shit?
correct themselves later,
Breaks the
probably,
parts
because
of the
that's how
monster.
science is. We have theories.
Okay,
and
I don't know.
Nothing is a given.
I thought that was him.
ever.
I could have sworn.
It's just
Maybe?
well backed up until it isn't.
Should make some explodey blades at some point too.
But it does lead to hilarity like that. I mean,
Raging Brecadillos. I'd like to know your location.
we've all seen it with
Raging Brack can eat my.
pandemic and all that joy. Great science going around.
You
there.
gonna finish that?
I still remember.
No, I don't want
This
his
was like
gigantic
March of last
fist anywhere near me.
when
You gonna finish that?
everybody
No,
wasn't sure about
I'm not
how
hungry.
COVID worked. There
Rocky's
was a
hungry
fair
though.
amount of
For ass.
maybe not harmful rumors, but
Could do the basil instead. I don't have to do bracky.
I'm sorry, I thought you wanted to do boom.
reliable.
He's ready to boom. Go boom.
So one of the
You go
recipes
for
that
that
you had
weird,
put
like,
in Instagram,
Chiostra Diora
the
combo.
virus likes to keep itself
Like a
in
peasant.
your esophagus and fester in there before it spreads through the system. If you go down and wash it down to your stomach, the stomach acids will do away with it. So drink
40.
plenty of water, and you'll be fine from COVID.
I might actually have enough. With all the extra times we fought bracky, I don't know. Oh wait, the bracky one, the raging brack is garbage. What?
There might be a sliver of truth in there.
The Raging
but
Brack
this did
what?
not age well.
Explodey.
Yeah, just
Dual
drink
blade.
water.
You're kidding. They should be really good.
Well, let's see. Basil Geese is 240 on element with
Amuses me to no end still. It's like,
364 attack,
that's
and the raging brack
generally
is
how
420 attack with 120
that
element.
works. Like, I get what
So
you
it's better
it sounds
default
logical,
or
sure.
bunt, whatever.
But
Better base damage, worse
generally that's
element
not-
damage,
it's
which is kind of the
still-
point, no?
And though truthfully, yeah, people do need to drink.
For dual
And
swords,
that's
it would
exactly
be
why I want
element
peer-reviewed
over
science,
over.
yes.
Yeah.
That's the other thing.
So
And-
yes,
So yeah, the raging brack's garbage.
I wouldn't go that far, but
That's
In
the thing that
comparison.
gets me so much. That was actually of
You're
all the
googling and
things
people
I
say it
had to
happens
deal
all the
with
time. Have you tried refreshing?
For people who didn't
Maybe?
understand this pandemic, that was the biggest issue I had to deal with. Was people saying, "Well, not many people died." You kidding me? Well, a lot of people died compared to
You can't fix it.
any other diseases. Yes, it
Apparently,
is a good flu, but still. Too many people die from this stuff, and this is way more contagious.
apparently it just sort of happens. The Twitch
And
thing,
yeah, the lockdowns help,
Oh.
and you're
and you can't
oh
even fix
yeah,
it.
no. Oh wait. You're talking
This is all
about
overblown
for the
because
settings to
we're all
watch
keeping
it. The
ourselves
thing
safe.
goes between auto and 720p, and that's it.
Yeah.
Generally,
Okay,
I've
so if
found
you get
in
over a certain
conversations
amount of
with those
viewers,
people
you are
with
allowed to
kind of
toggle. If
logical
you are under a
stances,
certain amount of viewers, you are not.
would
allowed to
always
toggle.
devolve into something like, well, it's okay if we have some people
I do
die,
not know
it's
why
just the
Twitch does
nature
that.
of things. And then you call them out and say, that's really
I don't know
messed
if
up and
that's-
kind of sick.
And
And then they storm off.
I wonder if then it does not update properly.
Maybe.
Because I have had under that viewers
And
and
also,
am
they
able
don't-
to have people
The funny
toggle
thing is,
for
I
it.
used to sell
Sickies
them
does
accident,
that.
which was improper of me and not
I got
fair.
nothing.
360 and
Because
240.
most of the people I heard it from were not Southern. They were European.
You're 336 and 300.
Yeah,
Hey,
And
wait,
you
that's
that's
exactly it.
are 420.
Those kind of people. Like, one of the times, it was somebody saying,
You getting
You
in
know,
on this
it's gonna get
siege?
the
Yes,
elderly,
you are.
you know what? that's
And
screwed
I'm
for them anyway. It's like, that's somebody's parents or grandparents you're talking about. What the hell?
Oh. Sorry, Sickies.
It,
You can link me on Steam if you want.
Your objective is to
one
slay
time
the
before I
beast.
quit my
Don't
job a
lose
few months
sight of
back,
it.
I had a customer say in my face, well, how many of those people that died would have died anyways? So it doesn't really matter. And it just, yeah, it's like,
Break head with me. Okay.
I feel feel like
Well, I
this
guess
is
that
like
answers your
something
question, Jersey.
would go
Yeah.
to like a car accident or something.
I gotta fix that. It's not supposed to.
They should have looked at ways, but
It's not supposed to delete all of your fucking messages. It's just supposed to delete the link, and it keeps not doing that.
tighter example, but you know, at some point, if you get fatalist about this stuff, you just I can't help but laugh because it's just such a dense, awful point, and so many people lean into it. Change our equipment. I want to get out of this Valhazak into something super regen. As you should, Speedier. Like, I got very angry, or I had a cousin whose entire family caught it. I'm very thankful they had no side effects. A friend of a friend, or not a friend of a friend,
Good work so far.
one of my friends,
It's gonna be hard to break this thing's head when it keeps
he was a long distance runner. And he's
healing because we do so much damage to it so quickly.
I mean, I'm just assuming Victor knows what's up, so go with the dude.
issues with this and are not well.
Slow and careful.
So yeah, anger at those people is very justified. Like, just because you aren't searching for the evidence you need to know doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Why am I posting? I want to join. I saw people joining quests. I didn't see people joining quests.
There we go.
Oh, because they're all in quest. Perfect. That is fine.
I'm ready.
Talked with a friend the other day.
I'm guessing he's wanting full break, but
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's terrible. And I'm sorry that happens to you. Like that sucks. That's legit why I say
Okay,
stay
he's
home.
on the fun box.
Like, yeah, I'm vaccinated. Yeah, my chances of catching it are infinitesimal, and my chances of having serious complications are even more minuscule.
I kind of wish it didn't get stuck in the trap because now it's struggling like an asshole.
And well, I'm not gonna. bump
that
rocks.
sounds like a you problem.
I don't need to be taking unnecessary risks still. Like, I'm not gonna go to a sports bar at this point. At least not an indoor one.
Oh, that's it.
Maybe outdoor. We'll see.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Alright.
The vaccine will make me do great things like go shopping again.
Oh.
Trust the method.
Or idiots don't.
Time for us to get that tail, gerbils.
Stuff properly.
Yep.
Oh, congratulations, Speedier. That is awesome.
No, I don't want to do that. I want to do that.
So
Doing a
good for
great
you.
job.
He was like,
Keep it up.
Serious.
interested to know, like, the proper way to break shit in this
You're
thing.
getting your first jab. I know
That's a fair argument.
a few other people who are like on the verge of getting their first jab.
Oh my god, the excitable A-lister didn't say we suck going down. What the?
Hey,
Yeah, we're-
Legitimately thrilled.
crabs protruding out of the ground. We might be able to use them as cover.
Hey, crew.
And that's the
Sup?
other thing, Richard. It's like I don't really show my conditions much, but I do have activity-induced asthma. So generally, it won't show up unless I do something really intense.
It's after one of our
But
teammates.
the one time it's like guaranteed to show up is if like I do a mile run of some sort. About 3/4 in, I will need to keep pushing on until I cannot slow down. Because if I slow down,
He's barking up the wrong
asthma
tree on
seizes
that
up
one.
my lungs and I'm just done. And
I might be able to.
it doesn't happen thankfully with walks, which is why I love walking. But you take all that, that's something very, very small by comparison. Especially like
Alright,
asthma,
go for it.
just standard asthma.
Might take a couple
There
tries.
you go.
That does mean if I was to catch something that messed up my lungs, how much could that mess me up? Like, could it be a situation where any
Wow.
activity triggers that asthma, or makes it even worse?
Yeet, motherfucker!
When people were saying, "Oh, it's just like the flu," it's
I
like,
got the left wing doing that? Are you kidding me?
and
Yep.
bad lungs to begin with. Do not test it. But a little worse. See, yeah, that.
It's readying a
Happy
shield.
fun
Already had that
times.
situation myself, and yeah. Oh my
Nope, sorry. Your bullshit's in another castle.
Boop.
Hi, Techie. Hello.
Standing up and sitting
Don't see you very often these days.
The only solace I get from that is knowing that if that's what, like, quote unquote, I
The
hate to say
energy
it like
deposit
this,
is being drained.
minor
Good work so
complications
far.
are like, then I at least know I haven't had minor complications, because you always have those kinds of, I say always, it's not true. During 2020, there was periods of time where you'd have like a cough, or you'd feel like you were tired or something like that. And I'd say you, but I mean me. And I'd be wondering, oh God, do I have like a very minor case of this? And it's like, no. The reality was I wasn't getting outside anymore, so everything around me was like, my body was getting weak.
Nyum.
Workout.
God, I love that. He's so fucking
back.
big, yeah.
I know very healthy people. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, I know smoking makes you more susceptible to some of the stuff, but
No.
it still hit healthy people just the same. Like, it's just the same way like any disease will hit a smoker a little bit, or maybe be a little more likely to hit a smoker, maybe hit a little harder.
Nope,
But
sorry.
it hits everyone still.
Jesus Christ, can I just get on the fucking tail, please? Thank you.
And that's good news. Honestly, Speedy, like, anything that can help you quit
Can
smoking
you not?
is-
Can you?
I'm not going to be the person that lectures people. Like,
Oh, yeah, that's true.
whatever gets us through life, right? But
Well, congrats on being back at the
Ah,
office.
Rocks.
stopping smoking, if you can.
Maybe?
It's proof.
I forgot about that.
I'm very lucky in that I've never had an interest in smoking, and never have smoked anything in my
After one
life.
of our teammates.
I'm the
Hey.
problem. Me.
I never smoked anything.
I mean, I haven't been doing much.
took any drugs. The only thing I've ever done is like drinking.
Yeah, it'll do.
Drinking was
Okay.
kind of go-to. And
No, stay down for 5 seconds. Let me get your tail.
I haven't had a drink since March of last year, and
You have to drive there and back and interact with people. I am
I'd say
so
that is
sorry.
a point
I
of-
can't imagine anything
Oh, he
worse.
still wants to get it off.
Okay.
Okay.
But I'm probably going to be more
Oh.
careful about it, because that was the other thing I remember.
Well, I
thinking
mean-
about early on
You did it.
is that, yeah, a lot of drinking would make you more susceptible in some circumstances. As it does anyway.
You still doing IT at the church or whatever?
Like, yeah, there's nutrients in some alcohol and stuff that's fine and actually helpful, but
Safi Jiva is heading for the lowest reaches
Not
of
in
the
excess.
area. This is it. The final showdown.
you know,
Yeah.
if you're not drinking to get
Well, at least it's
a little bit
consistent.
of excess
Head
in
through
your
the
system,
opening in the floor by using the wing drakes.
then,
Hurry.
well, you're not me, and that's probably a good thing.
Now, everyone, just a little bit more.
And yeah, the idea that anything might make your lungs worse is scary. For sure.
Just a little bit more.
But no question posted, so let me post
We're finally at the
post
lowest
here.
level. Now that thing has nowhere to run.
Got some optionals we need to run through.
You gotta try and wear it out so it runs out of energy.
Oh, that sucks, Speedy.
You
Yeah,
can use
that.
those weathered rocks for something. Think.
I think the panic about it was one of the worst feelings of it. Like,
God, trying to fucking hit this tail is the worst thing.
Oh, I know.
I'd panic about people having it around me.
I have like 17% damage because I'm fucking trying to get the tail.
And potentially
I'm just gonna focus on the fucking
not being able
legs.
to avoid exposure.
After one of our teammates.
And the paranoia of that was terrifying.
Something's happening to Safi.
Alright, we go for the chest.
Careful.
So it was interesting.
You need to go for the chest?
Watch yourself.
Yep.
It started out like in February when so I'm in Seattle.
I
so
fucking hit that.
we were among the first to
Ah, I might be able to
Now
with
we
the
can-
chopping.
on North
Yeah.
American shores. Time to start being careful about this. Had a coworker
Nope.
who was coughing
I just hit
all the
nothing.
time. They had a cold, thankfully, but we didn't know all the symptoms at the time. So somebody hacking and sniffling constantly while we're being told it's on.
Now we can hit
in our
it.
state, it's
Or
in
I
the
can hit it.
state. And this person's refusing to go home for sick leave because, well, I'm not that sick. I just got
Gold
cold.
Church, fundraiser
If
dinner
I have
option
anything else,
tonight.
I'll just keep start swinging.
Do you not know
Had to go
what's going
for
on
a printer.
around you?
Of course,
Makes sense.
always a printer.
No shame.
Ton of energy here. See if you can force it to deplete all of the energy in this area.
And getting to the point where when it started getting real bad around here, case
Those
rate wise,
racks will shield you from attacks. Watch
Right
for the
foreleg.
use
tried
them.
to take a stand.
Nice, we got him out.
Sent a message to my manager at the time
And it's dead.
saying, I want to work from home. I can do all my tasks from home. This is not worth going into an office and risking exposure for. And being told, no, you need to come in. This is just like the flu. It's going to be fine.
Yeet.
And then later that afternoon, being told that in the next week we were all going to be
The
sent
energy
home.
deposit is being drained. Good work so far.
If that hadn't happened, I would have been going to quit that week. There's a lot of that story. If that hadn't happened, I was going to quit, blah, blah, blah. Thanks to all this pandemic. I often wake up with a dry cough because my asthma, so it's a day-to-day thing of, well, do I have it or not?
Ow!
Yeah. Sore throat, hefting, tickle in the back of my throat, tries hard not to cough. Like that.
Can I stop being on fire?
Look out at the outer circle. I think you can use that gas to attack it.
Alright, I think he's out of his crit state.
Yeah.
That stinks, Speedy. What the heck?
No way.
Yucky.
Manager being too lazy to deal with people who are messing around at home. Like, no, there's no reason you can't put pressure on people to get deadlines met. You've been working from home since early March. That's fantastic, alright? That's the ideal.
Hey, it's after one of our teammates.
My God. I did it.
Now you're the problem.
I get the feeling that the way the case rates are going, a month
Good
from now
job,
or
guys.
so,
The energy deposit is almost exhausted.
I'm gonna have to be back in the office at least part-time. Like 3 days on, in the office, 2 days out. We'll see how that goes. I think it's completely silly, but
Alright.
we have a CEO who believes firmly
Critical then?
in needing to
Left
see
hind leg.
face to face for work. And I don't buy it for a second. I had to quit my job now, so I'm going to be close to losing my job, so I'm still on sick. It sucks. That's all.
Tyler, you self-destruct.
Hey, Arcade and Prime, thank you for the host.
Broken.
Sorry I had to
Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
which is so great, not hosts or anything. Hey, how you doing, Arcade Prime? Good to see you. Oh. We're just talking about such lovely topics as streamers.
I
and
see now why he's not focusing
being
the
forced
tail.
to show ads
Because we're
and
not going to beat this thing in this time.
work
So we're not going to have time to
which
cut it.
wins, and then COVID. But it's fine. We're having good discussions here. I hope you got everything sorted out. Yeah, pandemic.
I'm not worried about the tail anymore either, though. Right hind leg.
But no, it's been good.
You
Left
need the
foreleg.
left leg on
Left
front?
Left foreleg, yeah.
People away. to it?
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
And not, oh.
No, don't Superman. Oh boy.
They're
That was
giving me
close.
a run on it, I guess.
It always is.
There we go. That's just the tail left. No, and the wing. Left wing?
Oh, we
No,
got
we
both
got-
wings
I
broken.
think
We
we
got
got
the legs
both
broken.
wings.
I think we're missing the back
So
left
the
leg.
city registry is open.
Nope, I got both left.
Do not take
Hind
credit
legs.
cards on weekend or-
Okay.
So yeah, I guess it really is just a tail left.
And I'm
Yep.
assuming they don't say this anywhere, except when you get into the office.
I mean, we need the tail technically, but I'm not gonna fucking.
That's
I
understandable.
mean, I'll go for it.
It's not okay.
I can't hit
If
it
it's the
very
last
well.
thing on the list.
That's a primary concern. Like, right now.
I have very tiny
Man, I cannot seem to get an
arms.
explosion.
Like, I'd imagine most people going
Yeah,
in there
actually.
are dealing with something of that.
Oh, we all die. Nope, nope, never mind.
How can they be doing that?
I mean, definitely not.
By myself.
That is utterly ridiculous. And I'm sorry you had to deal with bureaucracy of that nature. Oh,
It's after one of
Do we have the gas? Oh, it's on all the way on the other side.
and I was
Eh.
kind of joking about it a little bit in the group chat about how this is like the one time, the only time where the U.S. healthcare
Are you
Oh, for
kidding me?
fuck's sake.
vaccines feels like what
No.
it should be, and
That
probably
works,
will
though.
only be the
Come on down, fucker.
will be the only time in my lifetime.
Or
Nope.
not.
It's okay.
Uh,
Either this works or we all die.
That's ridiculous. In fact, they don't even say only some registries deal with cards. They say go to a registry, AMA place, or mail it in and wait 6 weeks.
are you kidding me? We're dead.
What the heck?
GG.
Ridiculous. Raphael, I
We
swear to
we
God.
punked it maybe one too many times.
It had. Oh no.
What?
It had 600 health left.
Oh wow.
Just
I could have killed it if I
call the
didn't run
local
around.
pharmacy and gentleman was very
We
helpful.
would've
He says he's gonna
murdered
see if
in
there's
one
any way
go.
they can either have us pay out of
We would have
pocket.
gotten nothing, but we would have murdered it in one go.
They take his other provincial one. Definitely didn't need to miss. Yeah.
All right, I'm good for now. I gotta get
You
dinner
had to
started.
try for that because that's super important.
Okay.
but
You wanna do shooty bangs when you get back?
I'd be
Yeah, sure.
if you.
Until then, enjoy
yeah,
your
I'm gonna
enjoy your
play
murder
Monster
fest
and
and
say,
see
like,
ecology.
Well, we're
doing
gonna
it
get
to
the siege
vaccine,
off, so-
I'd be saying, no, get the vaccine now.
Good luck, guys.
But yeah, that's. I'm a little aghast that it's a case of having to pay out of pocket for the COVID vaccine. Like, the thing that will get the world.
Alright, enjoy your dinner, sickies.
Freaking donkulous. Hopping off to help with dinner? No worries. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, Jersey, I was saying in our group chat, like, this is the one time the U.S. like system for the vaccines
Hey, you.
actually worked really well. Didn't have to pay anything. I just showed up to a public event at a local stadium, and that was that. Like, they just checked my ID to make sure I was who I was, and then they said, okay, keep moving. There's an open station over there. Get your shot. And they did that too, Speedier, but yeah, eventually the vaccines, just the supply opened up so much in the US that it just, they dropped the requirements pretty quickly on, in like, what was that? That was like April. Almost had Safi in one run. He decided to double blast this instead with 3 minutes left. Oh my god, that sucks.
No, didn't it quadruple bomb when we stopped one of them?
One
We'll be happy to assist with the
may
Safi run
possibly
after
have
this.
gotten us. It's kind of like, if you ran hard enough, it'd probably been
Yeah, by
fine.
the end of April, you just kind
But
of get
nah,
walking to
we
punch
got
in a lot
like
of places.
one blast, which
In
destroyed all the
Narnia.
rocks. He did not drop any more, and he went up almost immediately.
Verily, in Narnia.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we stunned him and he's like, no, I'm not getting down.
Oh, I was talking using the Russian vaccine, like the Sputnik one or something?
Alright, well, I'll catch you guys in about an hour.
Okay.
And that'd be fair to reject it. I don't know how I'd feel about that. Like, I'd probably want to see something that makes it look like it was okay. But, or some sort of, like, third-party assessment of it.
Your objective is to slay the
I'd
beast.
probably be fine with
Don't
it.
lose sight of it.
Proceed with caution.
In theory, we don't either. The pharmacist couldn't even tell me how much it would be because they've never had to charge someone, but... Yeah, that's like...
Oh yeah, I don't have wide range on this.
That's super not the point.
When that thing's exhausted, it'll start absorbing energy. When the energy pool is dried up, it'll retreat to a lower level.
The cost of this
Use that
vaccine
chance
is,
to follow it
congratulations, Canada
Chip
can
away
open
at
up
it,
again
break
when
off
you get
parts,
enough of
or
these
use your
people
surroundings to
injected.
damage it.
Let's go.
Oh, hell yes. Love a good hammer shot.
Excellent.
I mean, on one hand, I get it, but like, you didn't know that it was going to be this much of a pain, and the reason for waiting to update provinces is totally fair. You do want to wait until it's a sure thing that you're staying in Calgary.
I'm not sure how that hit either of us.
Sorry to kind of out you there for where you are. I should've
I hit
said
like the
all
very edge.
this.
Oh.
But yeah, same deal. Although in all fairness, if I say Alberta, everybody here who's a wrestling fan is going to assume Calgary. Like, I think that's the only city people think exists in Alberta. Thank you, Bret Hart. Oh, Edmonton, that's your fair point. Well played, Noria. You got the other one. I didn't even think about that. That's totally true.
Ah.
But yeah, hindsight is definitely 2020 there. Like, I was the same with some stuff. I was slow to move over when I moved from Michigan to Seattle. It's weird to say Michigan from Seattle, or name a state and name a city, but you know, when you live in small cities in Michigan, it's easier to just say the whole
If
state.
you're under it, even if it doesn't hit you, it hits you.
Yeah, licenses aren't cheap. Some things hinge on, like, yeah, your address and your license matching, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that was the big thing for my car registration back then.
Good job,
Like,
guys. The energy
yeah, I didn't get it.
deposit
I
is
never got a
almost
Washington
exhausted.
plate on my car before I turned it in because I did not want to deal with that. And that's the other thing that annoys me so much. Like, I miss terribly in Michigan that unless you have a classic car, or what they call like classic, quote unquote, you don't have to get inspections in Michigan. You might actually have to if it's out of state, but if it's like a car you've had in state in Michigan, it's already been tested.
Punch it.
They test before it gets in your hands.
Oh, it's got no rocks here.
destination like that, like, I think it's a natural part of how we work in these situations. Like, it's up there.
A little hard to hit it here.
Change is hard, and it's like there. It's not a case of like, well, resistance change. It's more like there's good reasons why you won't be doing that for a while, you know. And we all know bureaucracy is hard to deal with. And same deal, yeah. Like having registrations and stuff under dead names. That. Sucks, but yeah.
I'll get the weakness.
You did it!
Sometimes the inspections aren't really to make sure it's safe to drive.
I just told you I'd get it.
Sometimes it's like emissions. Like in Seattle, it's emissions. They want to make sure that your car's not like emitting more than it should be. Which would be the case if you like removed the catalytic converter or swapped it out for something that might improve the horsepower, but also makes it push out a lot more toxic fumes.
The target's beginning to move.
Just over 5 minutes for tier 1.
Please can pick up on camera if it ain't done. Yeah.
On the wing drape.
So
Head towards the opening.
I want to get on my dog.
one
It's
thing
too
that Please
slow.
can pick up on here is just flat out the car registration. Like there's the corner
Alright,
tag for
solid
that
work.
one,
Keep it up, everyone.
and it's always a different color, so they always know.
Yeah, we know how Safi works.
We want the tail.
And yeah, exactly. You can have a complete rust bucket of complete
Hey,
piece of crap
check out
unsafe
those
car.
cracks protruding
As
out of
long
the
as it
ground.
meets emissions,
You
you're
might
fine.
be able to use them as cover.
And when I was young, like, inspections were still a thing in Michigan, and it was a load of nonsense. Like, it's just...
Hey!
I get the emissions
It's after
part of
one
it,
our teammates.
and why you need that.
Watch yourself.
Oh, he's using the fuck you gun. No wonder he's fucking
Better
doing
ways they could
7
be
times the damage.
Dealing with that than having their own
Just fuck you.
places that aren't often at dealerships or elsewhere. It does feel like a cash grab. It really does. And just the nature of making it harder than they need to. All registration stuff should feel easier than it should. Like, everything else with car registration in Michigan was incredible. Like, you could do most of it online. If you needed to update tags and stuff but didn't want to wait in line, unless you absolutely had to do something that involved waiting in line and talking to somebody, for the most part, you
Just
could
gotta try and Beyblade down it
these,
continuously here.
walk-up kiosks that were like automated, and just say, "Hey, I need a new registration. You know, here's the code you gave me in the mailer. Nothing.
Oh, there's a Beyblade.
This is still valid.
Oh yeah.
Here's my payment." And
You got a little ledge for me to go off of. I'm good. Just gonna do it again. God damn it!
yeah, and
But you know, there's one thing you can do with like some weapons. You use like the glider mantle. You clutch claw into it. You jump off with the mantle.
advisories are
Or
good.
you use the mantle to basically go like airborne or glide.
Really?
And that's
Okay.
usually it might give you enough time to get
Really
the
need to know,
mounting
okay,
attack
your car
in.
is having issues with this, blah, blah,
Or
blah.
aerial, whatever.
But I don't think those inspections do that too often. That should be like, take it to a dealership and let them tell you exactly what's about to go wrong, and be required to do that every now and then. Cool.
But
can
I
work with
think
that.
I probably would have
Or
been better
just
off
anything
going
like that.
switch X for getting the tail. But anyway.
And yeah, I have actually. So the theory of keeping costs of moving like state or province keeping that cost heavy, there is a theory to be had there about how that is very much intentional.
No for the worm.
And the way I'll kind of answer that is like, so my parents, when they retired, moved to a small coastal town in California. And it's pretty isolated from the world. Like, not the world, but like what you would expect out of California. Like,
Get behind some cover.
if you want to, how is it? If you want to go to any shops from where my parents live, it is an hour and a half drive to anything major. Like, there's a general store like 30 minutes away, but everything else is like 60 to 90 minutes. And then you think about that kind of travel. You think about how much it would cost somebody to get to and from stores to get basic needs met and stuff like that living off that car. Then you think about the kids who have to go to school and spend so many hours learning, or in some cases maybe not going to school and not learning because they can't afford to take that kind of time. So at that point, they can't make the kind of money they need to break out of an area like that, which, while retirement people are moving in, otherwise is very low income.
Safijiva is heading for the lowest reaches of the area. This is
I clutch clot it, but it won't let you.
Situation.
Yep, I
Instead,
tried.
then you add costs in like that.
head through
Create a
the opening in
situation
the
where people can't
concentrate on
just
breaking off its parts.
listen to the adage of, well, if you don't like it and it's not working out for you, you just need to move somewhere else and find where the jobs are, or find where you can actually get proper education, so on and so forth.
We're finally at the lowest level.
You really
Now
can't.
that thing has nowhere to
in some
run.
cases.
Gotta try and wear it out so it runs out of energy.
I remember when my mom and I were homeless briefly when I was younger, she couldn't even apply for any social help because she couldn't afford to get a birth. Yeah, she'd been divorced and needed to show progression of her name changes. It was going to cost $500 or more for her to replace all the ID she lost when fleeing the situation to make us all homeless. Yeah. Like, a situation of abuse where everything about that makes it even harder. It sucks. Like, adding administrative and bureaucratic costs to things just perpetuates, different stratifications of
This
class.
is back? It just says parts broken. Oh, is it the tail break, but not the cut?
Absolutely awful.
Nah, that wasn't the tail.
And so much of it is done intentionally because of that stuff. Like, it's easy to look at it and say, oh no, it's not. It's just the way this is. Governments have to work as they do, and they need the money
That
to
did
operate
not hit me.
these kind of programs. And partially, there may be some truth to that, but that's how it perpetuates. Is because it can be just hand waved like that. But it's very much gatekeeping through fees that impact everyone rather than
I'm just getting
being
bounced around.
just the
There
There we
it is.
go.
sword set fees. Oh god, we go. Down to go there, Rathian. Never mind. Sure you don't want to go over there? Want to go in the water, Rathian? It's not. Get in the water! Go off the cliff! That's where you belong. Anyways. Yeah, corporations could pay the taxes and the
Come on,
people wouldn't have
Sappy.
to pay for basic paperwork. Exactly. And people with income that can afford to spend more money on that sort of thing. There's a lot of people on benefits that can't get off because they turn over a certain amount. Yep, here we go. They pretty much lose all the
Look out
benefits
the
there
outer
instead of
circle.
some system
I
helping
think
you
it
get
would
off
use that
completely.
gas to attack it.
Exactly. There's so much of that. That is such. It happens so often, and it's the worst. person who has a point in their life that fears about money is stressful but not crippling, be more than happy to pay an extra $100 a year in taxes than someone who couldn't afford ID could have it. Yeah, precisely. Like, people get bent out of shape about, like, a lot of socialist policies, but my view is very basic. If it's a need everyone has, why aren't we just funding it through government for everyone to have it for free or low cost? And by low cost, I mean at expense cost. Like
It's kind of floating.
not profit. And
Good job, guys. The energy deposit is
we
almost
get
exhausted.
too into the
Just a little
idea
bit
that
more.
somebody who gets themselves in this situation, that's the wording that's
Those tracks
used
can
too
shield
often.
you from attacks. Watch for the
Well,
best time to
Thank
They
you.
got themselves into a situation where they needed assistance, so you know, it's just the price you have to pay to be there. That's kind of messed up. Like, nobody deserves to be in a situation.
You haven't targeted anybody yet.
And maybe I'm realizing I've kind of maybe stepped between examples here, but it would be
Oh.
better off to help everybody work to get out of these situations. Exactly, Speeder. I think it's probably better to the point of what I was going on.
watch out.
But instead, we
Okay.
lean into the whole idea of blaming people or saying they deserve to be in that situation, which
careful.
is that same fatalist packed up view. And that's the thing too. It's like I totally.
If you can heal me, that'd be great.
It's like that exactly. The internet
I've been
should
trying to
be
heal and
a
keep getting
basic
knocked on my ass. Good.
Like, I don't care if there's a scenario where, yeah, if you want super high-speed internet, you pay a little more, you pay a premium. Sure. Everyone in
Did it.
countries that, like ours, require online forms, online paperwork, online scheduling, anywhere that is the case, internet is utility because everyone needs it. And so it should be available free or at cost. It's not $80 a month or $120 a month or $240 a month, depending on where you are. Yes, well, the $240 a month was like with cable, so never mind that. Also, true cat, support your local library. For God's sakes.
Come on, over to the gas, buddy. Come here.
And yep. That's not the great thing, but that's the true thing of this. Folks in society that can't survive and are left in dire situations, that impacts everyone. They have to turn to desperate measures like crime that they might not want to do otherwise if they had their needs met. Suicide rates, assault that's caused by stress and frustration. Yeah, and forcing people into situations where they feel forgotten and have nothing to lose in general. Yeah. And the problem is there's so many people who are well off, and they're scared that just because others
Can't
might
let
have their needs
Sakuchiba
met,
escape. Keep
that
on
they
the
will
offensive.
suddenly lose their ability to have their lifestyle. And that's not true at all. In most cases. I mean, if you're Jeff Bezos and you're buying a yacht that fits within your other yacht, fuck off. Fuck off, Jeff Bezos.
I can get behind that.
You can spend that money and help out society. And help prevent
It's after one of our teammates.
all the horrible shit you have caused. Well, he's not the CEO of Amazon for much longer, if at all, anymore. He can say these things every now and then.
Hmm.
But I mean, it's that kind of situation. Like, I don't even need to target him. There's a bunch of rich people who have their basic needs more than met. y'all are okay with this, because I've enjoyed it. I have, like, this is kind of the shit I want to be getting into in some streams. Not necessarily all venting, but these kind of conversations. And I want to get better at having them. I actually had a dream the other night where I told Jeff Bezos he was in a God,
Oh my god, it had 1,000 health left. Are you kidding me?
Kids were starving to death is despicable.
Well, to be fair, we're trying to
Where's
three-man
the
that
lie,
one.
though? Like, there are people like that I've wanted
And now
to
we can just
be able to
fuck it
meet
up.
in person and just have them give me their
If we didn't stand it in the trap. Well, no, because it would have fully healed, but it would have gotten through it faster. I don't know.
Also, me probably going Insect Glaive. I got mounts, but
Oh my god, Rickard, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. Appreciate you using your fuck Jeff Bezos dollars to join in. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. Aw, and thank you for the 400 biddies, Arcade and Prime. Thank you. That's y'all are amazing. Thank you for that. Yeah, I mean Amazon's already getting a portion of that. Like, they're getting the Prime dollars. Might as well take a little off Jeff Bezos' plate, or that guy who's replacing him. Just move that money away. Give it to someone else. I appreciate you've decided to give it here.
Well, if we can get a fourth in on this,
There's also,
like if we can get Trace in on it.
I feel like maybe this doesn't fall in the same kind of discussion, but I'm going to bring it up as if it does. It's interesting sometimes the privilege you get with people who say, oh, well, you don't like what Amazon does, just stop buying from them. And thinks it's just that easy. Same example with my parents living out in California and knowing a bunch of people out in that area. That whole world could not, or not world, but you know, city, realm, town area could not exist in modern times to the level it does without something like Amazon, because nobody else will deliver goods out that way. Oh yeah, the siege. Let me jump in. What am I doing? I keep hearing the ringy ding ding, and I'm not joining the siege. I'm just looking at normal quests. I'm in. Let's do this. Yeah, and like that's the other thing. Is like small sellers kind of have to go through Amazon. I'm not saying, well, you better just accept you gotta buy from Amazon. I'm just saying, like, some people don't have the choice. And, you know, it's like, if it's beneficial to you to an extent, yes, you can call them out for their shitty practices. But there's still a lot of benefits that, like, unfortunately, nobody else has. Does that suck? Yeah. But, you know. Oh, I don't buy anything on Prime Day, yeah. That said, if you do find a deal on Prime Day that's actually good, like, no judgment. Buy it. Screw 'em. Yeah, the warehouse workers, yeah, I wish there was a way I could say, let me put my proper super region on. And manage items. I wish there were ways I could say, like, hey, don't rush my order. Do not overwhelm a warehouse worker for my order because it's not that important to get to me within 2 days. And I know that's what no rush is supposed to be, but at the same time, or that's what they claim no rush is supposed to be, but I don't buy that for a second. There are no good deals, they're just cheaper products. I mean, usually, yeah, that's totally true. And yeah, no rush doesn't exist.
Right. I think we can get it this time for sure. We don't have to focus on any cuts or any breaks.
there's no way to say just please do not include me in your BS metrics that stress people out and give them health problems.
Trace, please. Trace, please. He's not paying attention. Skip the cutscene.
But yeah, it's been like
My man's.
4 or 5 years since I've seen anything worthwhile on Prime Day, so I don't even bother anymore.
Proceed with caution.
Your objective is to slay the beast. Don't lose sight of it. When that thing's exhausted, it'll start absorbing energy. When the energy pool is dried up, it'll retreat to a lower level. Use that chance to follow it down. Chip away at it to break off parts or use your surroundings.
Hearing those terms together just fills me with a sort of rage.
A second too short.
I am
Excellent.
extremely lucky that I don't have a situation where I have to work at a place that is compulsory overtime, which is just a BS way of saying
Slow and
we
careful.
want to book you for more hours than is needed, but we can't because overtime is a requirement in so many places.
Ah!
I do compl-
Fucking ow!
Yeah, that's one way of looking at it. Oh no, fair. Like,
Oh no,
that
beat
is
the
boy!
fair to
I think you can knock
call
down
that out.
those boulders onto
Like,
its head
yeah,
with
the few
this
times where y'all know.
Anybody
I
got
can't
stones
say
for this thing?
Sorry, Victor. I know the exact
Nice.
feeling you just went through. Now knowing those 3 words. And that sucks. I'm so sorry that happened to you at the Rocksteady Mantle. And yeah, that's the thing. It's like there are times where, yeah, I had my boss tell me last month, hey, expect to have to stay late for the last 2 days of our month-end close. And I haven't said anything openly about that.
If you can cause it to flinch while
but-
it's on top of it, you might be able to create an opening.
So I'm required to do journal entry work the first week of the month, and that's crucial.
Knock down those boulders
help
onto
upload
its head
stuff.
with your slinger.
The second week, I'm running cost.
You mean like we did the first time, lady? Yeah, we figured that out. Thanks.
Handler, I know this stuff. Don't talk to me about that. And then on top of that,
Beep 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 beep.
third week, I'm running reports for like the sea level people, and maybe the fourth week, if we screwed up, I have to run more stuff. But then it's like
Sub
that's
5.
the 1 week of breaks I get.
Much easier with 4 people.
And if I try to take vacation time and any of that stuff,
Everyone, on the wing
what
drapes.
usually happens
Head towards
is
the
I get
opening.
texted during my vacation time and told I need to help with something because somebody else doesn't know what they're doing.
Solid work. Keep it up, everyone. Solid work. Keep it up, everyone.
I will say there's a reason why I may have dropped at the end of last year that if I suddenly become a much fuller time streamer, you know what happened.
Check out those crags protruding out of the ground. We might be able to use them as cover.
That's like modern day office work, or just work in general. It's like the idea of, well, we've been booked in such a way where if we don't do this extra work that is overtime, things will fall through the cracks and fall apart. And I'm starting to try to get to a point where, with some of those tasks, I'm trying to let them fall through the cracks intentionally, because how else are people going to see that we don't have enough capability, you know?
Hey, it's after one of our teammates. Watch yourself.
Stop roaring, you nerd.
I think we went to the exact same point, like at the exact same time. That's perfect. Like, I'm starting to do that now, finally. Like, I've been very bad about that in the past. Like, I will run myself dry. just to try and make sure that doesn't happen. And I've been called a great worker for it, and I've never gotten the benefits to show for it. And yeah, we all know the reason why, because they know I'm exploitable. Exactly, Rickard. And the thing is, too, and a good company will recognize this, a bad company will just get pissed over this. If a problem persists or something is falling through the cracks, and everybody is making their hours, or there's too much overtime being taken, a good company will recognize that we are short heads. A bad company will recognize we need to work our employees harder or make sure this gets done quicker, and not really think about the point A to point B there. No, it's not. Yep. Yep, that's the other thing, Glitch, is like the second you start letting things
Gonna work the second time? I don't
no longer have the
think
capacity,
maybe?
is then when
It
they
won't
start
work a third time.
trying to say, hey, your work ethic is falling, even though you've never had a negative review before, and the work you're doing is good. Which sends a message, as far as I'm concerned, that is disgusting. And yeah,
Excuse you, I'm sharpening.
Safijiva is heading for the lower
Excuse you, he's leaving.
This is it. The final showdown.
I'm still sharpening.
sweet.
This is it. Head through the opening in the floor by using the wing drakes. Hurry.
It's rough to find the balance between, like,
The opening in the floor by using the wing drakes.
when you can take a stand against
All
that,
right, good stuff. Keep pushing through just like that.
and
All right, good stuff.
pushing through that, trying to find a job that hopefully isn't like that, or won't be like that for at least the first 2 to 3 years of the world, because they're still building it up.
We're finally at the lowest level. Now that thing has nowhere to run.
I mean, we're finally at the lowest level.
Try and wear it
Glitch,
out
I
so
love
it
you
runs
too.
out of energy.
Like, oh, you finally made it.
Glad you've enjoyed the venting as much as I have. And that's my attitude right now, Speedy. Like, if I'm told in a situation I'm working 80 hours of work on a work week, I have my capacity at full, and it's not good enough, I put myself in a position, I'm very privileged and lucky to be in this position where I could just say, well,
It's after one
heck
of our
off then.
teams.
I'm going to take some time for me and find a better job in the interim.
Something's happening to Safijiva. Be careful.
It's gotten engorged.
Yourself.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I know the second I do that, Rickard, I know if... Well, it was actually like when I left my last job. Like, I left my last job for completely separate reasons. It was a bad management situation. Like, my manager there was me. Like, she's a good person. She was a fantastic person. I'm not saying she was a bad person. Her management style was me. I mean, that's a weird confluence too. Like, I liked her as a person. I just did not like being managed by her. And it got to a point where I was getting super stressed. And that's when I decided, hey, I'm going to just see if I can work somewhere else and just take some time for myself.
Oh boy. Okay.
And take the risk. And explaining that to coworkers, like,
Look out at the outer circle.
yeah, I don't have another
Use
job
that
lined
gas
up.
to attack it.
I'm just going to head to Seattle and see if it works
No
out.
way.
And I didn't know it was going to be Seattle or if it was going to be like West Coast, but I said Seattle people. I was scared that I was going to get such flack for that from my
Bop, bop, bop,
coworkers.
bop, bop, bop.
Did it.
Initially they were all confused. But like the really cool ones, which was weird to say because like the really cool ones were like the stodgiest ones of the group. They understood the most. Like, I remember having the controller for my company come up to me and be like, you know, it seems scary what you're doing, but if I was in your situation, I would totally be up for it. That is, like, the best thing you could be doing. And hearing him say that was, like, life to me. Alright, Kat, you have yourself a fantastic rest of your night. We'll talk later. For sure. I wanna catch up on some things.
Can I please stop getting knocked on my ass?
And please enjoy dinner, yes. Moving at the end of August, yeah, that's...
Oh.
Nope. I can't.
Like, that would probably happen to me, too, if I didn't get, like, a...
Yeah, I couldn't
Brand new
stop.
job.
I couldn't stop.
Hey, it's after one of our teammates.
That's a wake-up. I'd probably have to move eventually, but...
There's
been a
nothing I
very
could do.
dangerous side of me that was like, if I had to step away from this job because they had unreasonable requests at any point, be it a lack of tolerance and respect for the pandemic, or just overworking, I'd probably try full streaming while job searching, or full-time streaming while job searching, let's say, for 2 months. Would I make enough to make that work out? No, not at all. Would I enjoy myself and have fun doing it? God, yes. Going to look for a job working from home when I go back to work? That's a great idea. There are enough jobs out there now that can no longer hide from the idea that you can work from home. Like, HR can say what they will, but I know there's jobs out there that can be entirely work from home, or like 1 month a day in the office, or 1 day a month in the office.
Okay. That is a lot of fucking drops right under its... What?
And yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know where this came from.
I've got enough money built up to where I'd be good for a little while. Like, until my lease is up.
Oh my goodness.
Would it be pleasant? No. But it would be enough time and enough free time doing that that it would open up a bunch more options if it had to happen. That said, taking that fiscal jump is still spooky as hell, so I ain't just doing it willingly for any reason. And that's the other thing too, it's like drop like 8 slingers like right here. Yeah. And that's where it sucks that medical insurance is tied to jobs. Like, I did it at my last job, and I'd have to do it at this one probably before making a huge jump. But to a lesser extent, like I'd have to go in and get my final dentist visit done before I'd give 2 weeks.
Oh, we got a full 17.
Because otherwise,
Oh, wait. Use gun lance.
who knows
Oh, well.
how long it'd be before, you know, I have to pay.
Oh, well.
Just
could pay
remember, I was
the price
trying to
for
use
being
weapons that are
that's
not
awkward.
switch axe or gun lance
But
to,
the
you know,
last job, I
broaden the horizons. But
like,
anyway,
I knew I was going to quit eventually. I quit, or no, 3 to 4 months before I quit, let's say. I knew I was having issues with sinus infections. I finally used my medical insurance and visited a nose, ear, and throat doctor. And they told me to fix the problem I needed sinus surgery. So the last big thing I did for my job was get and recover from sinus surgery to unblock my entire sinus passages from
Visiting
dangerous
spice
stuff
and
that was in.
everything nice.
Yeah, the U.S. cost for medical stuff is terrifying, Victor. Like, And so much of it is entirely because it is a for-profit industry. And because it's for-profit, they can also spend money on marketing to doctors rather than, finding ways to be more break-even. Or, maybe invest it back into the business to make, advances in medical technology that aren't just for profit. I don't know.
Cross claws aren't
There's
bad.
ideas out there. Been at work 6 days a week since October. Jesus. And 7 days from October to February, that is... I am so sorry, Skitty. That is not okay. Like, if the money's okay, that's fine, but that's still not okay.
What do I want? I don't want any of this crap.
And that's
Just
absolutely
pick
true, like-
whatever. There's an ice thingy. There's an ice thingy. All right.
There has to be a balance between building wealth and being able to enjoy it. And the reality is, hey, you can't take it with you. And that's kind of what I do too, Speedy. Like, I could be in a manager role by now. I could be somewhere where I'm either a senior or a manager. I have chosen neither. Because I get by with what I get at this job. It makes it very hard for them to justify putting harder work on my plate. And I still have free time for myself. Because, especially in accounting, like, manager and senior roles, there's this almost expectation that you're going to be working and maybe not burning yourself out, that's maybe a little bit loaded, but working into the night a lot of times, working into weekends a lot of times. And there's really no reason for that. If an organization is well-oiled, has their processes well documented and well stratified and well hired for, there's absolutely no reason that should happen. And in fact, I would argue, as somebody with a major in accounting processes, it is to a company's accounting duties to make sure somebody can always take a vacation and walk away from their job and have people be able to backfill them without any issues. You need that capacity. Otherwise, you're legitimately not accounting properly. I offered to do it until March to earn the extra money because the program was supposed to swap over to something else. Gotcha. But it's June now, we can see how that's gone. Yeah, no kidding. Exploitative AF. That is totally true, Speedy. We have very little in the way of holidays. It depends on the industry, to be fair. So, like, the current industry I'm in right now, which is just tech, basically the wireless and tech, very few holidays. Like, we get one day, technically, maybe two if you're lucky, for Christmas. One for Thanksgiving. One for New Year's. Memorial Day, Labor Day, both one days. And it's just like, it's a smattering of one days. Oh, July 4th, of course, as well. And yeah, if you're in like retail or service, like, you don't get those holidays. Where I worked before was in the auto industry. And
I
the
think
auto
I'm good
industry has the
on
benefit
Monster Hunter for
of
today.
The UAW, the United Auto Workers Union.
I don't know if I want to go back and
basically.
sleep or just
And their negotiations.
wait until
opened
Jersey
up
gets back or something. I don't know.
time where
I can't
they
believe
are
it's 5
into,
already, man.
like, full-on plant closures. That was where I had my best holiday breaks because, like, a couple days before Christmas, all the way
Sickies.
to New Year, you were off.
I'm just
Because
about
plants
to
were
be
closed.
winding it down, I think.
So there was no reason for us.
I know you just came back, but
Now, granted, there would be occasionally like reports they'd have to log on and run, but still, for that length of time, like week and a half, I could just do like 30 minutes to an hour worth of work each week, and that'd be fine. Here
yeah.
right now,
So
holidays, stay holidays,
yeah,
and
perfect
Saints
timing.
holidays. See,
Well, if you want more Monster Hunter, I'm gonna send you over to PSEG, since he is one of the guys I'm playing with, Trace. So if you're interested in that, cool. If not, whatever. You know,
and in fairness,
enjoy your day, enjoy your weekend, stay safe, all that good stuff. And
I have like depending on
if
how
Yonder is awake on Monday, we'll do Valheim, or
because of the pandemic,
maybe there'll be a
I'm in a
impromptu
position with my current
Apex or
job
something
where
tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. Yonder wasn't awake last Monday, so that's his fault.
a good amount because of the way they've rewarded us for the trouble. Good luck taking any of that.
All right. Peace
It's
out.
all with approval. And yeah. I don't like any of these hammers. Oh well, we're just gonna take 3 of these and blend them.